Hi everyone, welcome back to part 5 of this Cantina build, 1/12 scale. And today we're in my garage because we're going to get messy soon, sort of thing. It's going to be plastering the walls and stuff like that. But before we do that, we're just going to fill in around these reveals and the heads, the arches, and in the windows and all these arches over that way. I'm going to fill in the gaps. So what I'm going to use, and I've got stuff like this foam packing and there's stuff like that, but whatever you can find. You can even use newspaper if you want, or polystyrene, just to fill in the gaps. I'm going to go do that and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I've just filled in around the edges of the windows, of these windows, with paper, like newspaper, just shoved it in so it gives something, so when I put the filler in, it doesn't just drop through. So paper on these windows. Then under here I put a bit of polystyrene, and again polystyrene on this archway, if you can probably see that bit in there, so it's nice and solid in there. And now I'm going to knock up a bit of filler and just do these reveals and heads and stuff to kind of get them nice and flat, ready for the main coat, what's going to go on. Well, probably not this next episode, probably. So I'm going to go do that now. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so you can see I've knocked up some paste, some filler, and it's really thick, and like I say, it's just going to go in the reveals and stuff. So I suppose I can do that on camera. I'll do one bit in camera just to show you what I mean. So I've got this little small tool, it's called. Plasters use this, and that's what I used to do for a living. So I'm just going to get it and just put it in there. And do the reveal as well. It doesn't have to look neat or anything, it's just to kind of give it something to, when I go over it again, something for the plaster to hold to. Like I said, at the moment it's just got paper in there. That's going to stop it a little bit, but and do the head as well. The thicker you do the paste, the easier it is. It's going to get more, it's more sticky sort of thing. You make it too runny and it's going to be all over the place. So yeah, I'm not sure if you got a good view of this on the camera, but let me just have a look. Am I working on that one? Am I? Yeah. Just make sure nothing's sticking out. That should be alright. And I'm going to repeat that on the other two windows and the arches what are here, which are over there at the moment. Are you getting that? So I'm going to do all that on all the arches and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I've filled in all around the windows with filler. Like I say, it hasn't got to look nice, it's got to go in there and let it dry for the day. Done all around the arches there, I've done these arches here, and I've done these two windows here. Now I'm going to work on doing these arches here, so the insides of this bit, the insides of this bit here. So I've just knocked up another batch, so I've got my stuff. So again, I'm just going to chuck it in the gap. So it hasn't got to look nice or anything. As long as you clean the snots off afterwards, you're good. Because we're going to go over it again with filler after I've PVA'd it. It's a messy old job, this. So you definitely don't want to do it in, like, I don't know, a bedroom or something like that. You want to do it outside or in a garage like I'm doing it. My phone's ringing. Anyway, I'm going to fill all that in, I'll be back. Okay, so all the arches are now filled in with plaster. So what I'm going to do next is just get a bit of water and a brush and just clean them off, just get all the snots off, that's it. just like that, just to get any snots off, so you don't want them in the way sort of thing when you do the main coat. So I'm just going to go over all that, and then once I've done that, just cleaned up a bit, get this out of the way. Yeah, once I've cleaned all the arches out and all that, and made sure there's nothing that's going to get in my way later, I'm going to put a bit of beading around this window, just to bring out just a little bit of reveal. It's hardly nothing, but and what I'm going to use, I thought I'd just use these little sticks. What are they called again? Can't remember what they're called. So I'm figuring anyway, I'm just going to cut them and just to bring them out another, what is that, about 4 mil or something like that, 3 mil, just so I get a bit more depth on these reveals and heads and that. Alright, so I'm going to do that and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm going to put these bits of beading around the window just to bring the, like I said, the reveals out a bit. So all I'm going to do is glue it on. So I'll get my glue, run a little bit down there. Got the curing spray stuff, put the top one on. And like I say, it's only to bring it out. This is kind of pointless for most people. You probably won't need to do it. I just feel like the reveal's not deep enough. And that's the first one on. Can you see that? Probably not, but anyway, I'll do the next one. I'll do the first window, then I'll crack on my own sort of thing. Just make sure you don't stick your fingers together. Out. Okay. I'll put a bit more on that. Oh yeah, it would help if I put it in the right place. Until on this side bit here. That's already stuck. Didn't even have to spray it. There's the last bit. And all the gaps, it don't matter. Like I said, I just want to get the reveal out, just an extra 3 or 4 mil, just because I don't know why. I'm just doing it. I don't think the reveals are deep enough. I'll just stuck my hand to that then. Come on. So I've got the glue on my hand, it's sticking to my hand instead. Stay there, bugger. Okay, there you go, that's the first one done. Right, on to the second one I'm going to do, and then that one, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so that's just done then. I've put all these little beads around the windows now. That one. It's funny how the one you do on camera is the trickiest, and these ones, just when you've got the camera off, they go on really easy. These two, but anyway. Next step is I'm going to let everything dry for an hour or two. And then come back and PVA all the walls. Get the walls all PVA ready for putting a render coat on, or whatever you want to call it, or skim coat or whatever. So I'm going to let that all dry, and I'll be back to PVA it. 50-50 probably, water and PVA. But I'll be back soon. Okay, so we're back. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to knock up some PVA, and we're going to PVA these back, PVA these back, this back wall here, and these archways, and the archway on the right side here, and that back wall there, and that side bit there. So what we're going to do, I'm going to knock up a bit of, put that back over there. Okay, so I'm going to put just a drop of a roughly 50-50 mix of water and PVA. Hasn't got to be precise or anything. I mean, after all, it's only a model, isn't it? Or diorama, or whatever you want to call it. I can't open the bloody lid's stuck. There you go. There's a bit too much water there. Plenty. Put the lid back on. I'm just going to give this a mix. So you want to kind of fairly sticky, not, I don't know, like I say, 50-50 should be fine. Would have put that on, wouldn't it? There we go, that's better. This tripod wants to fall over all the time for some reason. Okay, so that's knocked up enough. I think that should be alright. So I'm just going to cover the front. I'll do this arch bit first. Just brush a bit on. You can go fairly heavy if you want. It doesn't matter if it runs off, as long as you don't stick it to anything. I'm not going to do the bits what I filled in earlier because they're still a bit damp really. I'm going to leave them till tomorrow when they're bone dry, hopefully be bone dry tomorrow. So that's the front. So I'm going to keep doing this all the way around. All the way around the back there, the arch there, and the back end of the arch as well. Oh, that nearly fell over, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so that's all done now, all PVA'd. All the walls are PVA back and front, so the front there and the back, and all the back wall there, all around the arches. All PVA. I'm going to leave it overnight to dry. And that'll be it for this episode. So join me on episode 6 where we'll be rendering the walls with filler and trying to get a texture on it so it's not so, you know, so it's a bit rough sort of thing. Anyway guys, that's it. So see you next time. Laters.